This is Damon Stevens with Finwell Builders. Today is Sunday, April 17th, 2022, and this is Stock Market Update and Monday prep for a new stock market week. We have earnings coming out. Several companies are reporting this week, and we're sitting here at critical support, trying to figure out, are we going to bounce here, or is the market going to decide to come down a little bit lower? So we'll have to look at the charts, see what we can see from there, see what we can possibly expect this week. And also, again, remember, we have a free Discord out there as well as some free training out there. So take advantage of that, finwealthlive.com. And with that, let's go ahead and get into what's going on in the market. Just remember, we're not financial advisors. Everything we're sharing with you is our trades and the things that we're looking at in the market, and it's not financial advice. So just play safe out there. And again, join us at finwealthlive.com. And let's make some money together. So looking at the market as we closed out Friday, Dow Jones closed down 0.33%, NASDAQ down 2.14%, S&P 500 down 1.21%. So money flowing back out of our FANG stocks, out of tech, and possibly to the sidelines a little bit here. So a little bit of cashing out here, because you can see here on the heat map, I'm not seeing some really strong sectors right now. Which is a good indicator that probably some money's flowing out to the sidelines. So that means either people are looking for a bottom of a dip to happen, or maybe people are just taking out profits thinking that the market's going to come down. But just something to keep an eye on. As we see this heat map here, you can see Dow Jones, it was just a nice gradual sell-off. So was NASDAQ, so was S&P 500. Looking at our scanner here, not really anything that hit or that we traded, except for something that we had been trading for a few days. So let's kind of look at that stock. So looking at, VERU, this is a multi-day trade, and Friday, continued to give us a good play. You can see here, the low, end of day, the prior day was around just under 12. Peaked out, nice little jump here at the open, up to 1748. Had a little bit of a pullback down to around, under 14, back up to just, basically 50 cents is all you got, twice for the day. We kind of double bottomed here, and we're kind of settled out here at the top. So, is this a true double bottom and we break out on Monday and go for a rally back towards 1748 or even higher? It's a possibility. So, this is definitely on our short list. Definitely going to watch to see if we have continued momentum with the VERU. So something to watch for. Looking at the earnings coming out this week, there's a lot of companies reporting. This is the start of earnings week, the earnings month pretty much. And so there's going to be a lot of volatility in the market, ups and downs, a lot of people reporting. And, overall, we'll hopefully start to get a feel for, overall companies, are they doing well, this last quarter, or are they suffering? And we have possibly some, more challenges in the near future. Right now, you're looking at Monday. I'm really looking at just Avis Budget. Really, at the end of the day, not much in on Monday. Tuesday, a lot more. You have Marriott, you have Roblex, Upstart, Airbnb, SolarEdge. So a little bit more on Tuesday. Wednesday, again, Shopify, NVIDIA, Trade Desk, Cisco, Crocs. So that's our Wednesday look. And then Thursday, you have Roku, Palantir, Walmart, Dropbox, Shake Shack, and some others. So and then DraftKings and John Deere on Friday. So looking for, plays on these stocks as they come out, especially if they show a lot of volatility, and hopefully that can provide some opportunity. But that's at least our shopping list. You may have a different one, or you may not have one at all. There's a few others that we'll probably look for. I was just looking here at DoorDash, probably in Fastly, I'll be looking at as well, and maybe Redfin over here. So on Thursday. So, definitely a lot to be looking at, a lot to track. So just pick a few. It's better just to pick a couple and to follow those for opportunities for scalping or day trades, or possibly a little bit of a swing trade. Just be careful going into earnings. A lot of people play lotto around earnings, where they just pick a direction up or down and don't really know if they're going to get any money out of it or not. So just be careful. Don't do the lotto, would be my recommendation. Definitely, wait for either the stock to show the direction it's going, or if it's a long-term hold and you don't really care, then, look just for, the best opportunity to get in. So let's look at some stocks. So there's a core set of apps that we're looking at. A lot of them are tech, they're all tech focused. That's where I've spent a lot of my time and my career. And, is on the tech side of things. So it's heavy tech, which means probably heavy shorting. But we're going to be looking this week, for some others, and we talk in this video every day during the week. On Sunday, that we kind of look for other sectors to start showing and shining, and if they are, and tech is down, then we just change our focus. So Apple, you see it closed down just under the 100 moving average. So unless we can bounce above that on Monday, above 165.56, and start to close candles, up above that towards, the 15 and the 20. If we come back and keep this broken here, and we close, we open up under yesterday's close, we very well could start to come back down towards 157. So just look for that possible sell off. That would be a shorting opportunity. BABA, same thing. So you've had a nice couple week sell off here. BABA's coming here. You can see this big candle right here, this big breakup candle that we had here. So we kind of tracing back down that candle, and I don't have lines on here yet, but I can put them on here just for a visual for you. But if we put these lines out here on this candle here, so you see here that we came back and we closed and broke underneath our this downwards trend line here. We had broken out, came back down. This could be a retest. We could possibly break away and break up and start going high, but more than likely, since we've come down so far, we may come down here, at least tag and test this 92 area for support. If not, we could possibly come down to, down here. There's also, you can see there's a gap to fill down here. So if BABA really gets momentum on the downside, if the bears are playing and the bulls are asleep right now, we very well could come at least test the bottom of these two candles, or possibly even fill this gap that we have here. So looking for, more of a play possibly to the downside than the upside, but, you gotta watch, if we get a bounce here, it's possible we could start to go up. Netflix, you can see here, we talked about this possibly come down to a double bottom here. You can see here that we hit a bottom here, we had a lower low here, and we're coming down. And so hopefully we can find support here at 329 and bounce off of here. If not, we could come down this trend line. You see we tagged it once, twice, maybe it's a third time, and we have earnings coming up here. So it's very well, the earnings could dictate, does Netflix, on earnings come down and tag, this 319 area or lower and possibly get a bounce? Or is there, enough money coming in that maybe we can reverse this? But right now, this looks more like a bear flag. It looks like there's more downside than there is upside. NVIDIA. So you can see here, we came down into the same area, support area, back here in January. We hit it again here again in February, and then we had this area here again in March, and then we tag it again. And so this was almost like a double bottom here. You can see it kind of rallied up here. So we're coming back down to that same area. So hopefully 206.50 is support again, and we can bounce off of that. But we closed below this trend line. And you see we tagged the trend line here and bounced off, but this time we did not. So just watching for a support level here around 206. And if we start to break that, then we'll probably, close out or get out of this and wait for an opportunity for a long. Tesla is sitting here right on the 50. You can see it's consolidated for 4 days, so almost a week, just consolidating here. So looking for a breakout above 1106 or 1006 to the upside, or if we break down below the 50 to 100, maybe come down to 948 and lower. So here's where we get into some of the other sectors. So oil has been really strong, and energy. So keeping these on our radar, because you can see here, Oxy just continues to kind of just grind higher. And so we have some new highs in here. We pull back here. We're kind of flat. As long as we stay above the 20, this 57.20, we could possibly bounce here and rally up towards new highs. But otherwise, just kind of watch this 20. If we break below it, it's a short. If we can get above it, we got resistance at 63.25, and then, obviously, and hopefully ramp up higher. And then Johnson Johnson, so another sector here. So you see here flat consolidation. You see kind of where it's kind of stair stepping, stair steps, to higher highs, higher lows. So we're on a new stair step here, but you can see that it's kind of getting more choppy now, and where it was before was a lot more smoother. So that means we could possibly be hitting the top here. We could also retrace possibly back down to the 50 here around 173. So just be careful of that. But we should be topping out here, which means that we'll probably get more flat. So just something to be aware of on J&J. And definitely join us on FinWealth Live for videos and updates on where the market's possibly heading. Looking at the bonds, you can see here that we kind of tagged the top again, but we actually closed this time at the highs. So, do we break out from here? It's possible, but, again, watch out for inflation. The dollar also inflated, a new closing at a new high. So the dollar is getting very elevated as well. The VIX is pulled back here, but, it did close, at 2270. So we did close on, at the high, even though we kind of popped down below and kind of ran back up over the 200. I was hoping we were closing under the 200, which we did not. So just be careful on the VIX. If it continues to spike up, above this 22 level, maybe 25, market's going to keep coming down. Triple Qs. So you see the triple Qs here coming in. We talked about this possibly coming down to about a double bottom after we got this rejection here off of the 20 moving average. So 338.05, looking for a bounce here, hopefully this week. If we break and close below this level, we could have definitely some more downside here. And you can see that it's pretty empty space down there. So that's kind of no man's land. So that's, we could drop a lot further. So just be careful on this one if you are trading triple Qs. Semiconductors, again, it's that support as well. So we got almost like what could become a double bottom if this can break up and move to new highs. If it doesn't, if it closes below this 237.32, we could have more downside. So just be careful on this one. Dow Jones, it was coming down here for a few weeks, and now we got a nice little bounce. And so we closed up and around this 346 area, looking for a continuation play, hopefully up to, towards 350 and back up to the highs around this 353. So we'll see if we continuation play. Maybe the Dow Jones will be the predecessor to getting the whole market to turn and go green. All right, IWM. So IWM, looks, you can see here it came up, it found resistance again, same level it had before a couple times, and closed on the low. So we'll see if it can hold this area. It may retrace this whole candle down to 179 and hopefully bounce. If it doesn't, then you may be looking at a shorting opportunity possibly here if we don't get a bounce or some support here. But we do really need to get above this 20 really to start moving up to the north side. XLE, so energy sector, nice and strong up above this level of resistance. So new highs here, hopefully moving up towards 81, 82, 83 this week. XLV, so healthcare, we had this nice little pop here, a little pullback and a consolidation now. So we're still consolidating. Hopefully we don't break down through this candle. As long as we don't, we can break back above 170 this level, 179 this area. Then hopefully we can start to rally again. Then on gold, you can see the gold looks like it's continuing here to maybe possibly make a bull flag, maybe break out here. See here we got resistance up here 2070. So we'll see if we can break out here, maybe head back to the north side there with gold. Looking at Bitcoin, this weekend just kind of pretty much flat, kind of trading in this range, this big old breakdown candle here. So looking for continuation play above this 41,400, or maybe a breakdown again back below 39.58. Look at Ethereum's kind of falling around with Bitcoin, so it's just pretty much flat right in the middle. Luna pull back here, it just closed above the 200 or the 100 moving average. Looking for it to try to get back above there, get back around 82 maybe, and get, run back up to the upside. Now, if we break down from here, then we could possibly, be playing this, from 78, maybe back down to the 200 moving average here down around 84. That's our stocks. That's our cryptos and kind of what we're looking for. We'll post more on Monday night and review that with you. Please again subscribe, like our videos, and we will bring you more tomorrow night. We have a great night.